Welcome to the webinar. You have entered as an attendee in listen-only mode.
Give me 1 minute, please. Neha, can you make me presenter, please? Great. Okay, I hope and everyone can see my screen. Just let me know. I'm moving my screen on first and second page, and let me know, Amit and Akash, Neha from my team, someone or like those who are attending. Let me know you can see my screen and it's screen.
Yes, Atul, we can see your screen.
Perfect. So, okay, spot on. Welcome everyone. This is Atul from team K21 Academy. I would welcome you all. This is going to be roughly around anywhere ranging from 60 to 90 to 2 hours, depending on what sort of questions we get. We make these sessions very interactive. My name is Atul. With me, I have Akash, Amit, and my team to help and support you. What we are going to cover today is how to become a Microsoft Azure 1.0 or AZ-103 certified Azure administrator and earn a lot more in 2020. Whether you're a fresher or you're already working on cloud or you already have a lot of experience with that, don't worry, we are going to cover for pretty much for everyone, talking all about Microsoft Azure. So before we proceed further, let's see what we are going to learn today. We'll talk about all about Microsoft Azure administrator, whether you're a beginner, as I said, or already working on Azure. We'll talk a lot about this Azure administration. Then this question we get again and again, and we have been teaching and training cloud for almost now 6-7 years. We've been doing Oracle for almost around now since 2007, so it's almost now 12 years. And then we've recently started Microsoft Azure, and the one question keep getting is which cloud to pick. Is it Microsoft Azure or Amazon AWS or Oracle's Gen 2 cloud? So there might be a lot of Oracle professionals here. Why it's important for you to not stick to just one cloud and go for a multi-cloud or more than one cloud. And today, why Azure and what you should learn in Azure or Microsoft Azure. Who should learn it? Why or what's required? How does architecture of Azure, Microsoft Azure looks like? Roles and responsibilities of Azure administrator, and then certification path. Now, what we have done is I get a lot of when I started my career in Azure, and when we were starting, we got a lot of confused about which certification path to pick. So what we have done is we have simplified it for you to begin with, and then you can expand on top of that. So what are the certificate path of that? Now we are houseful right now today, so there's a limit so if you're staying here, then make sure that you stay here because you may not get seat back. We didn't realize that there is a huge demand of Microsoft Azure, so stay tuned here and don't go anywhere, otherwise you might lose a seat and may not get it back. But for some reason, we are recording this, so you'll get a replay as well for this masterclass. So certification path for Azure, and then job opportunities. What are if you're a fresher or if you're already working on, whether you're working as a Microsoft, we are working on Oracle or any other space as a DBA, as an administrator, as a network administrator, as a system administrator, or apps DBA, how can you upgrade, or what are the job opportunities available? So 1 second, let me move this out. What are the job responsibilities available for Azure administrator? Then towards end, we will, if you like today's session, we'll open up a training program, which is a 12-week roadmap on how to go from a beginner to expert Azure. What you're learning today is free, but a lot of content. But if you want to go deep so that you can learn this, whatever we are going to talk today, learn that quickly, including certification, then we'll open up the certification program, which I'm going to talk to you about a little bit later. So 12-week roadmap, and then we'll also talk about question answers. I'm going to make these sessions interactive, so we'll pick up a lot of questions in the middle as and when time permits, but make sure that all the questions are answered towards end. Then there'll be fast action bonus for those who take action, and then question answers as well. So just to do a glimpse, whether you're thinking about job opportunities, wondering whether there's a career or how the future look like for Azure administrators, or if you have thought about or have listened about, there is a relationship or there's a tie-up between Microsoft Azure and Oracle Cloud, where they have interconnected their cloud so that companies can work. There's no more a condition where you have customers will be having multiple clouds and best of all the breeds. Like for example, if they're running databases or applications or e-business suite or PeopleSoft, they might be running on Oracle Cloud. If they're running Microsoft Active Directory, or they already have a shop of SharePoint or emails, they might be, or analytics, they might be running their applications on Azure. So we'll talk about Azure Oracle interconnect. Then what are the federation integrations, some of the infrastructure like storage, networking, identity and access management, or storage options on Microsoft. We'll talk about that. Then what are the roles and responsibilities of Azure as a cloud administrator? So things like compute, storage, networking, security, and the service level agreement, or some of the basic tasks and responsibilities of Azure administrator. Now, with just for those who are new and are not familiar, I have 2 decades of experience primarily.
Welcome to the webinar. Please stand by. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, this is Mujtaba from K21 Academy. There seems to be an issue from GoToWebinar's end because we have reached our maximum limit. So the webinar was ended abruptly. So I would request your patience. Everything will be back to the track in just like next 5 minutes. So allow us these 5 minutes to restore whatever we have been talking about. Thank you.
Hi guys, am I audible?
Yes, Atul, you're audible.
Yeah, guys, extremely sorry. I don't know what happened. Usually this doesn't happen with us. So sorry, extremely sorry for this. Am I audible for everyone else as well? Yes, okay, great. Extremely sorry guys. Give me a minute. Let me come back onto track. And Neha, if you could make me presenter, please. And if you could
Sure,
invite Amit and Akarsh as well in the class. Okay.
Atul sir, I can see your screen.
Oh, great. Great. Thank you very much. Don't worry. Just give me a minute. I think we have way too many, but we'll figure it out, guys. Extremely sorry for this. I'm just trying to figure out where is my screen now lost. Okay, is it the full screen which I'm into right now? Okay, maybe. Okay. Okay, guys. So as I said earlier, where I was, like, what did you hear last time? Maybe if you can help. So Ankit, where did you hear? Where was the Gary, Ankit, Anupam, Anil, Prem? If you could tell me, which one blank screen is coming? Network. Yep, for administrator. The last one slide is on this slide. Yeah, absolutely perfect. So taking that, okay. So I was talking about what are the roles and responsibilities of administrators, and this is where I was talking about is, so let me talk about, as I said, presenter. I have around 2 decades of experience. Primarily started my career as an Oracle, but last few years, 5-6 years, been primarily on cloud and focused on Oracle Cloud. And what we saw in our customers are that now more and more demand is coming for other cloud vendors as well, and not just one Oracle, but Azure Cloud as well. So this is all in a nutshell about me, rather than focusing on me. Let me also tell you that, as I said at the start, towards end, we're going to talk about the training program, which hundreds of guys have already gone through, and some of these success stories, which I'm going to talk a little bit later about. And I'm keen to see your success as well on here on our website, as well as sharing it with others as well. Now, these are some of the certifications, and these are of success stories. Again, we have dedicated WhatsApp group. We'll also give you an opportunity on how you can be part of that learning experience, so we all grow together, learn together, and learn cloud. Now, as I said, at the right appropriate point, we'll also talk about the learning path for Microsoft Azure AZ-103, Microsoft Azure Administrator, on 10-week, how you can learn everything like an expert, starting from fundamentals to Azure administration. How do you create virtual machines, storage, networking, network traffic and monitoring, data protection, Active Directory, securing identity and access management, and governance and compliance security point. And then finally give the certification AZ-103. As I said, towards end, I'll take you to the program, which is a comprehensive program we have built. This is currently in a beta program, but you know, those who have already part of the various of our programs, how comprehensive we go, and a step-by-step program, which I'm going to tell a little bit later towards end. Now, with that, we have trained thousands and thousands of students like you, but we not only individuals, but also a lot of corporate customers. These are some of our premium customers, and where we run workshops, and not only we teach them, but we actually implement this cloud or help customers to migrate from their applications from on-premise to cloud, and there we run workshops. So that's what I'm going to discuss about as well. Now with me, I also have another expert, Akash, who's a Microsoft Azure expert. He will be behind the scene helping you and answering some of the technical questions. I'll be bringing him as and when required, in terms of if I need to go a little bit more deep into the technical conversations. With that, I also have Amit. Amit, do we have, are you back now on this class, or Neha or Mustafa, or Amit is still?
Right, we are here.
I'm there. I'm there.
Oh, great. So with that, I'm going to bring Amit as well in a minute. Amit is again another cloud expert who will be presenting this, and he also present and does a lot of work for cloud, so for a lot of other customers. So again, just want to recap very quickly the key points which we are going to talk about is, first of all, what this Azure administration is. What is the right cloud for you? Is it Azure, Oracle, Amazon, or why learn Oracle, or sorry, why learn Azure, or why it's important for Oracle's like Oracle guys or whosoever is working on Oracle to learn more than one cloud, and having a knowledge of Azure, how it will help Oracle guys as well, or what are the architecture, how does architecture look like, or what are the roles and responsibilities of Azure administration, or what is the certification path, or what is some of the job opportunities. Now, some of you guys were asking about CV, or some of you guys were saying, I'm a fresher, or I've just started my cloud journey, or I'm working on cloud but not getting the right opportunities. So writing, how do you write your CV? We'll talk about that as well. So it's all about, so make sure you focus, ask a lot of questions, and make this session interactive. So I'll hand it over to, or maybe Amit, do you want me to cover this, or which cloud, or do you want?
Yeah, you can cover.
Okay, great. So first
Carry
of all, like as I said in on our various cloud trainings, one of the most common question we get is, hey, should we do Azure? Should we do Oracle? Or should we do AWS? And we keep getting this. Sorry for that. So first of all, my view is up. That's quite irritating. Sorry for that again, guys. As I said, we are hitting limit and with the technical glitches. Sorry for that. Okay, so as I said, first of all, if you would have asked me this question probably around 6-7 years back, I would have said Amazon AWS. But in last 2-3 years, things have changed drastically, especially with Microsoft Azure as well as Oracle. And both are leaders in their own space. If you look at Oracle, they're good and leader in the databases, whereas Microsoft, they're leaders in Active Directory or the SharePoint or email and those things. But Microsoft is also good in applications. So the point is, first of all, why just learn one cloud and not focus on more than one cloud? And hence, what our suggestion is, you pick up whatever cloud you decide, pick up that cloud and then keep learning additional cloud. So I would begin with, if you're already working with Oracle or Azure, pick up either one of these two and then keep adding the second cloud or second cloud or with that. So more than one cloud. And within that, today we are going to focus on Microsoft Azure. And within that, how it's going to help for Oracle professionals, how having a knowledge of Microsoft is going to help you. So why to learn Oracle Azure Cloud? With that, I'm going to hand it over to Amit and I'll pick up and interrupt in between and ask questions. So Amit, over to you.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Atul. Let me, make myself a presenter.
Yep, I think. Okay, while we are getting these questions, if someone from my team can record some of the previous questions and then I'll pick up.
Okay, still I'm not a presenter. Let me.
No, I think I made you presenter, Amit.
No. There is no sharing option there.
You're you're an organizer, make presenter.
Welcome to the webinar. You have entered as an attendee in listen-only mode.
I hope I'm audible. Seems an prevailing issue from GoToWebinar's end. We are trying to work on it. Please stay patient while we get back to where we were. Thank you. I'm audible. Hi guys, since we have reached our maximum limit, which is 101 people, so there seems an issue from GoToWebinar's end. We are trying to talk to them, and also we are back with Atul Kumar and Amit P. So they'll be soon talking to you more about Azure. Thank you. Guys, thank you for your patience. We have Amit back in the webinar along with Oracle and Cloud expert Atul Kumar. So we'll be talking more about Azure now. So we hope that there's no more issues. Thank you. Amit, you're the presenter now, so we would request you to share your screen so the attendees can see all it. Thank you.
Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, yes, Amit, you're audible, and we can also see your screen. So I would request you to get along with the webinar. Sure.
Yeah, hi everyone, and sorry for this technical glitch. Okay, so let's see why we should learn Azure. What are the options to learn Azure, and why we should learn Azure at this stage. So if you have observed the market, or if you are aware of the market, Azure has got a bigger footprint, and your Microsoft Azure is basically having app. Hello.
Yeah. So Akash, can you please make sure that no one joins, please? I think can you stay away from the presentation here?
Amit, we can see your screen. Please go ahead with the masterclass.
Yeah, Amit, over to you.
Okay, so if we see the Fortune 500 companies, whatever the Fortune 500 companies are there, out of that 57% of the companies are using Microsoft Azure for their infrastructure, for all their other services. Microsoft Azure has played an important role in decreasing their cost and increasing their revenues. Also, Microsoft is having a good, if you follow the percentage wise, it has got a good revenue growth as well, and uh, has got many accreditations from various governments. So recently you might be aware of that US defense project also was awarded to Azure. Okay, so Azure has got a complete thing. So for the government purpose, for the commercial purpose, all kind of certifications they have, and Azure can be implemented at any level to anyone. Okay, so what Microsoft Azure is all about? So Microsoft Azure is basically the combination of infrastructure plus the workload which you are going to put it on the infrastructure, and above that, the tools through which you can perform various integrations, monitoring, and the management. That is what the complete Azure stack is about. And it has got a wide variety of services with lot of choices there. Yeah, so if you see a complete portfolio of Azure services, a quick look, it has got an infrastructure as a service, which is at the bottom, compute, storage, networking, all these are the pillars for the Azure infrastructure. And over and above that, they have got various PaaS services which are available, and has got various solutions which are available, like the solutioning for big data, solutioning for artificial intelligence, for analytics, IoT, and all those stuff. So has got all the security management feature, has got all the hybrid cloud, like if now as we have mentioned that Oracle Cloud and Microsoft Azure has got the partnership, has got the interconnect, they have got all the tools available through which the hybrid cloud can be managed. So in terms of revenue growth, if you see the latest 2019 revenue, they have come to 44 billion, and recently a few days back, the another results were there, which has hit to the market with the 62% of growth. Even on the cloud job market, if you see, you are seeing now the traditional job market, traditional jobs which were there for the on-premise and for managing the things on the on-premise, they are diminishing. Nobody is looking for that, because everyone wants that to move to cloud, to get the hold of the cloud and save the revenues. So that is where the cloud job market is also going. There is a huge demand of cloud engineers, cloud infrastructure engineers who can manage, monitor, can migrate, and do various kind of activities on the cloud. So here, if you see, the 90% of the Fortune 500 companies now are using Azure cloud. Okay, so even if you use any big name you can think of, Rolls-Royce, Ford, Walmart, everything you can, whatever big name you can think of, they are all using Microsoft Cloud. These are few more customers, and these are just a few customers with, sorry, I need to. So there are just a few customers. The list is very long, and it is difficult to accommodate it here. Okay, so now let's see on the Azure growth rate in the market. So Azure growth rate, if you see, from 8% to 22%, which is a growth rate is higher than any other cloud provider. Even if you compare to AWS, so AWS is now saturated. So people are not going for that anymore because not a lot of innovations are coming. But yes, Azure is going to get, giving a very close competition and a big competition to Amazon Web Services. On the infrastructure side, the 42%, this is just the Azure infrastructure growth. Okay, so that is 75%. So means a lot of people are moving to cloud, a lot of people are using Azure cloud and putting their on-premise data center to cloud. On the salary range, because this is the most important thing which you need to know, that why you should learn Azure. The salary range, if you see in US, it is on an average $70K, $70K per annum you can expect. Okay, this is just the median, like on an average. And in India, if you are looking there, oops. Seems the presentation is stuck. Just give me, okay, yeah. So if you see here in India, it is around 6 lakh per annum. That is the average salary you can expect for from the starting to a mid-range. Okay, say again, 3 to 4 years of experience.
Yeah, again, this is just what I'm saying is the minimal we have seen here. I know a lot of my colleagues and friends in US or a lot of my friends back in India. This is, we are saying, is very mediocre range we are talking about. And as you know, cloud is future. This is where the industry is moving. This is for a very early stage of the career or someone who are very fairly new stage of their career. Over to you, Amit. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So now one more reason to learn Azure is basically the Oracle and the Azure partnership. So if you are aware, if you are following Oracle Cloud as well, Oracle Cloud is basically the one which is coming up very fast and is giving a tough competition to other cloud providers. And these two giants have joined hands together. So they are now big. They were big, but now they have grown bigger. So this is one of the reason why you should go ahead and learn Azure. Okay, if you want to go on the hybrid cloud or say the multi-cloud expert, then yes, the Oracle and Azure combination goes very well.
Okay, so I think there's one question coming. A question I'm getting a lot of questions, but I'm picking one question from here. I forgot the name of the person. What is multi-cloud? So multi-cloud is where you have customer using more than one cloud. And in this example, Oracle customer have picking up Oracle Cloud or database on cloud as a database engine for Oracle for that cloud, and whereas Microsoft for analytics or applications on Azure for that. So this is a multi-cloud where you have customer more than one cloud, one for that reason. And as I said, Exadata on cloud, autonomous database on cloud from Oracle with application analytics running on Azure, Active Directory from Azure, and so on. Over to you, Amit. Let's continue.
Right. So let's see. We have seen that why you should learn.
Welcome to the webinar. Please stand by. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey guys, this is Atul. Extremely sorry for that. It looks like there's a problem and I don't know where the problem is. So we'll be disconnecting this, and it looks like we know that last week or GoToWebinar, these guys changed whole screen, and I don't know whether because we are hitting the limit or we have a lot of guys more than initially. I think there's 1,000 plus members, and I think we are hitting the limit. So sorry for that. We might have to speak to the GoToWebinar team, identify where the problem is, but we'll cancel it and we'll reschedule this other time. But keep an eye on your inbox. Extremely sorry for this. Never happened, as I said. Maybe we are 1,000 plus or maybe something else. So we'll cancel it for now. I politely request you to log out and we'll schedule another one some other time. Extremely sorry, Prem, everyone, for those who have spent time, Jafar, Walid, Vijay, Vinay, Stanley, Satvik, Sastri, Santosh, Moin, Mohammed. Extremely sorry for that. As I said, Brahma, Anil, Ajit, it never happened with us. So we'll speak to the time. But in the meantime, if there's any question, if you have direct questions, I'll answer that. I'll stay here, but will not do the presentation. So let me, while you guys were asking questions, let me see. Anil said, could someone start their career as a Azure admin without any previous experience? So let me share my screen anyway, or let's not use this opportunity to question answers, and I'll pick up those questions. So Anil, absolutely. I started my career with no cloud experience. Back in 2000, when I started my Oracle e-business suite apps DBA, That time people used to tell that, hey, DBAs, there's no without experience, you can't become a DBA, or without an experience, you can't become an apps DBA. So not stop anyone for you in learning something. You're a fresher, you can definitely start it. We've hired a lot of freshers in our company who are now working and helping customers. So yes, all you need to do is believe in yourself and keep learning, learn like an expert. If possible, follow a mentor or guide who have gone through this journey, and stay focused. Don't do too many things, just stay focused and keep learning one thing. Certify yourself and then prepare a nice CV and then submit your CV. I'm confident you'll get the job. We have a lot of success stories like freshers, guys studying in third year, final year of their engineering college or graduation, and they have got a job, especially with cloud. Because market is new, its entry is easy for you. So not let anyone stop you. Lucky, not sure if you're here, how to decide between various cloud providers and which one to go as an Oracle Apps DBA. Now, if you're an Oracle Apps DBA, it doesn't matter which cloud vendor. My suggestion to you would be pick one and then pick up the second, at least have two knowledge experience. Maybe because you already have an Oracle Apps, you might go with Oracle. Or you can go for Azure. Both are going to be good. I'm doing both of them. I started my career as an Oracle cloud, and I've learned a lot. We are implementing. At the same time now, I've started getting demand for Azure as well. So we are doing Azure, or we are learning Azure, implementing Azure. So both are good, Azure and Oracle. Lucky, if you're an Oracle Apps DBA, no-brainer, you can pick any of the cloud. But rather than thinking too much about which cloud to pick one of the cloud and just go for it, 100%. Okay. Let me take up more questions. I hope we are recording this. Yeah, we are recording and we'll send the questions. Okay. What is hybrid cloud? We have covered Chandrasekhar. We are going to cover that as well. What is the difference between Azure training by Microsoft and this? So James, very good question. I don't know which Azure. Okay, so I've not gone through the Microsoft training from or Azure training from Microsoft, but what I can tell you is about us is that our program is comprehensive, but on top of that, what we provide is live interactive where you can ask questions, but that's not where it ends. The more is about you can come to these sessions again and again, absolutely free with no additional cost as long as you need to learn it. And we all know that cloud keeps changing, and you need someone who can keep you updated with what's changed, what's coming new, and what people have found useful in our trainings are that you only pay once, and then you have unlimited retake and keep learning again and again. As anything changes on cloud, you get absolutely free. You have live interactive sessions, you have WhatsApp group support, you have on top of that, you have group of others who are joining with you and learning. So with cloud, learning doesn't stop at one time or after 5 days or 10 days. You have to constantly learning new things. So that's what we are going to we help. Again, keep an inbox. We'll tell you what additional things we do on the program. Sir, Irfan is saying, does cloud require programming experience? Answer is no. Cloud doesn't require, or at least depending on which cloud you're doing, if you're going for development on cloud, then it will need programming experience. But what we are talking about is Azure administrator that doesn't need any programming language. I hate programming. I've become nervous on programming. So we are not talking about programming. That doesn't mean that you can't go with, you can't do programming in cloud, but then that you become Irfan developer. Okay. Now, Ajinkya is saying, where does Google Cloud Platform GCP come into picture? Again, I'm not a big fan of GCP, or at least from an applications point of view. The space we work in, which is administration or databases or Oracle space or Microsoft space, for me, I'm not familiar, or I don't do a lot of Google, so we won't be able to right person to comment on Google Cloud. Patanjali is saying, I'm a project manager and I'm in a project delivery. With Azure certification is suitable for which Azure certification is suitable for my profile. So what I'm going to do, Patanjali, is for you, I'll probably follow with my instructor, our Azure instructor, and see what is the right choice for project managers for that. So I'll come back to that. Keep an eye in box. We'll cover that. Maybe we'll get an answer for you. Ankit is saying, I'm working on Oracle Fusion Functional Consultant and from financial background. How Oracle Cloud can help you since I don't have technical background? Now, Ankit, I'm sure again, that's a question, Fusion Functional Consultant. First of all, I would love to hear, when you're doing Fusion Functional Consultant and with finance background, I'm assuming you are picking up or you're working as a um, uh, Oracle software as a service, which is Fusion Financials Cloud, which is software as a service. And if you're not working on that, you should be start looking at Fusion Financials. Anirup is saying, with 2 years of experience in Azure, what is the average salary in India? Again, I'll check back, but I'm assuming probably in the range of 8 to 10 lakhs in India with 2 years of experience. Again, that can be less, that can be more for some of guys, but it depends now, Anirup, what kind of a role you're playing, are you, and how much you do or what work you do. It's not the number of years of experience now anymore in cloud. It's how much depth you know. Are you certified or not? What kind of a work you can do? So again, this is, I'm just telling you a rough idea about myself based on what I may be wrong totally, but I'll check and come back to you on that question as well. Very good, Anirudh, this question. Ankit is saying, can you please tell me the content of Oracle Cloud? That's what we were supposed to cover that in session, Ankit. We'll be covering that in the session today. Or we were supposed to, we'll redo that session again. Ajinkya is saying, how would you compare Azure 103 with AWS Cloud Solution Architect Associate certification exam? Again, Ankit, Ajinkya, I'll check back and come back to you on that comparison between AZ-103 and Azure Solution Architect certification. Saurabh is saying, as a desktop support engineer, can I go for Azure Administrator? Absolutely, you must go, Saurabh. Don't limit yourself on one particular thing or not, and let anyone tell you that, hey, you can only do desktop support. No, you should always look forward and keep learning on Azure administration. Once you've done the Azure Administrator, then become architect and keep learning, and then look one more cloud. So don't limit yourself, and yes, not let anyone tell you that, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. You can, everyone has capability. It just, you need focus and you need a guidance for that. So absolutely. Lucky, thank you very much. Murlidhar is saying, one second. Murlidhar is saying, I have 5 years of experience on Windows server administration. Which is best for me to, is it infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service? I'm not sure differences. So Murlidhar, for you, what you should be doing is, if you go to our blog, we have done the video about what is difference between SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. So K21Academy.com/cloud02. Let me share my screen as well, guys. Okay, let me share my screen and read out these questions for you. And I'm sorry this happened with us today. So let me share my screen, show my screen. Can you see my screen? Murlidhar, let me know. Yes, seeing a screen. Oh, great. Okay, Murlidhar, I've lost the questions now. No, I have the questions in front of me. Murlidhar, I'm going to the Murlidhar. Yeah. Or before that, so if you go to K21Academy.com/cloud02, go through this video, which is, I think, on exactly the question you're asking, SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. Because you're working on service administration, you should go for IaaS. Azure Administrator is perfect spot for you, IaaS, and you might also go for platform as a service, but start with IaaS, Murlidhar, and then go for PaaS. Devesh is saying, how to get hired if one gets certificate, but also no campus placement because he or she is not a student. So Devesh, you don't need to be in a campus to be picked up. I didn't get my job from campus. I went in a walk-in interview. So once you have done the certification, but make sure you also practice these things, what we are going to cover in here. Again, that's what someone asked, why not go work with, why not learn from someone else, and what's benefit when learning with us is, we provide step-by-step comprehensive programs. So we also provide step-by-step hands-on lab. So what those hands-on lab are, if someone from my team is still here, let me see if I don't remember exact URLs, but let me see if someone from my team is here as an attendee. No, they are gone. So let me find out. Otherwise, I'll drop an email with the blog URL. I think it's AZ301, if I'm not wrong, 05. 1 second. No. Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 minute, guys. AZ-103, sorry, not 301, 10305. 10305. So once you do all these activity guides, so things like how do you register for Oracle Cloud Free Trial account, and then how do you create a storage account, how do you deploy the virtual machines, how do you configure the storage, how do you do the file synchronization, DNS, network peering, load balancers, traffic watcher, all these things. Once you do it, then put all this in a CV, prepare a CV with a good write-up about what you have done, how you can help customers, what certification you have done, put it on the top, prepare your CV nicely, and then start sending those CVs, and then keep an eye on the job portal, like whatever in your country. And I'm assuming you're from India. If you are, Naukri.com, Monster.com, or other job portals, and set an alert for Microsoft Azure job. Send your CV, do a follow-up with the employer, and I'm confident you'll get a job. Not a problem. That's not an issue at all. Okay, Murlidhar is saying, I have 5 years of experience on Windows Server administration. Oh, I've already covered, sorry for that. Sai Santa is left. Let me pick up another question. Anupam, I'm confused from AWS and Azure. Which one should I do first? Anupam, if it had been 5 years, 6 years, 7 years back, I would have said AWS. But now I would say Azure or Oracle, because these are two powerhouses. AWS is more for commodity, someone who's looking for cheap solutions, and someone who's looking just for the plain compute, which is a commodity hardware now. Companies look for, or big companies are looking for the enterprise-wide solutions, especially someone who has all the three: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. And Microsoft Azure and Oracle have space in all three, whereas AWS is only in one, which is infrastructure as a service. So Azure, if you're a Microsoft shop, or if you're doing things like Active Directory or emails and analytics. If you're doing Oracle databases, if you're doing Oracle e-business suite, Oracle PeopleSoft, JD Edward, autonomous databases, then Oracle. And because Oracle and Azure have done a tie-up, you'll be doing multi-cloud or multi-cloud. Anupam. So I personally, if you listen to me, I'll go for Azure in my view. Okay, James is saying, do you tie things into ADFS associated with IDMA and Access? Yes. So again, I can give you, if you have a specific question about ADFS. So ADFS is just one part of the solution, Active Directory Federation Service. But then there's a lot more other things you can do, or you have other things as well on that. But Active Directory Federation Service is one part of identity and access management. Patanjali is saying, would you suggest me to go for Azure DevOps? So again, Patanjali, depends on the route to the DevOps. Is if you want to go DevOps, you need to do administration and you need to do development. And my view is pick up one of that first, and then pick up either development or pick up administration, which is operations. And once you have learned one, then go to the next one. In the free masterclass, we were supposed to cover this, the progress on how you can, how you do what development, administration, and this architect. But unfortunately, because of the technical glitches, we are not able to cover that. Sorry for that again. So why would you prefer Azure over GCP or AWS? So I've mentioned about to you, as I said, I've not worked on GCP, so I'm not able to comment on GCP or Google Cloud. But AWS, I told you earlier, Ajinkya, or on others, is that AWS is more just for infrastructure as a service, whereas Azure or Oracle, they have in all three: software as a service, platform as a service, or infrastructure as a service. Oracle is very strong on platform as a service and software as a service. Their Fusion applications, SaaS, PaaS, their SaaS and PaaS, which is database cloud service, or analytics cloud, or SOA cloud, or integration cloud, with software as a service. Now, any customer who is working or who has enterprise applications, who is running SaaS, and they want to run infrastructure, or if it's an Oracle shop, they would prefer Oracle for infrastructure service as well. If it's a Microsoft shop, they would prefer Microsoft-based solution or offering. And as I said, AWS is more for commodity hardware infrastructure as a service only, or alone when you're doing infrastructure service alone. Anupam, I'm confused with the AWS and Azure. I've already covered that. Pick up one of them. PowerShell script. Moin, I'll check that PowerShell script. What about PowerShell script? I'll check that. I'll come back onto that about PowerShell scripting. Chandra is saying Oracle EBS is licensed for Azure. So it's not certified, it's licensed. You can run it on Azure, but it's not certified, Chandra. Oracle eBusiness Suite is not certified with Azure. Okay, not edible. Lucky, I'm an IT head. Hey Anupam, welcome IT head. Let me know if you have any questions. As administrator, will there be any area for PowerShell used in support? Yes, absolutely, James. There will be PowerShell if you're using in support, but I'll give you more details about PowerShell as well. Chanda is saying for Oracle Apps Admin is Azure required. It's not mandatory, Chandra. For Oracle Apps Admin, it's not mandatory to know Azure, but it's good to know. As I said, companies are not going to limit it to one cloud. They will be having more than one cloud. So once you've learned Oracle, if you're an Oracle Apps DBA, once you've learned Oracle Cloud, then start learning Azure. That's my view. Prem is saying, are you guys still finding value in what I'm saying right now? Let me know so that I can continue. I don't want to continue just because there's a set of questions. Are you finding it useful, or let me know, should I continue answering these questions or not? Let me know, guys. There are, I think, still there are around 100 of you guys are still here. We are having good info. Okay, great. Let me continue with that in that case. Okay, so, oh gosh, there are a lot of questions coming, so I'll pick up one by one. Okay, so Prem is saying, I'm a PeopleSoft admin and having 4 years of experience. What will be suitable for me? So Prem, if you are a PeopleSoft admin and if you have to continue with Oracle PeopleSoft, then my suggestion to you would be learn Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, or OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, because PeopleSoft has a tool called PeopleSoft Cloud Manager, which runs works on OCI and only on OCI. So if you want to go more and learn more about OCI, my suggestion to you would be, Prem, I'm sharing my screen, and go to k21academy.com/OCI 11. And I'll share that as well on the chat window here, OCI 11. And that also has, Oracle also have similar solution where you have offering, like there's a region, there's an availability domain, fault domain, tenancy compartment, then you have compute, storage, virtual cloud network, identity and access management service, and so on. And we have a separate class for OCI if you're interested on OCI Prem. For if you're a PeopleSoft admin, then OCI Oracle Cloud. Makram is saying, what are the best practices, a group resource for each service, or a single group resource that contains all the services in application? Okay, very good question, Makram. What are the best practices as a group of resources of each service? So should we create a separate group for each service, or should we create a single group containing all the services and applications? Now again, Makram, a separate team for network administrator, separate team for database administration, and separate team for servers and VMs. Then you create 3 group of users, or 3 group of roles: network admin, system administrator, which is your operating system and looks at Windows and Linux machines, and another one DB. I'm just giving an example. And then you then protect using identity and access management, these 3 different sets. Moin is saying, SQL DBA will be prerequisite for this? No, not absolutely. I'm not a SQL administrator or SQL DBA, but I'm still learning this Azure administration. So no, answer is there's no SQL. We are going to cover SQL databases. We are going to cover the database as one of the topics in the program, but you don't need to know that in order to start that. Moin is saying MCSA. I'm not sure if that was a question for me. Have you integrated the IDM suite non-cloud to Azure or other cloud? Answer is yes, James. We have worked with a number of, you can federate. So all the cloud comes with their own identity and access management. that you can federate with third party. Let me know what is the specific question in terms of identity management suite. So Okta, we have integrated Okta with Oracle Identity Cloud Service, which is offering security from Oracle. Similarly, with Active Directory Federation Server from a service from Microsoft, with Okta third-party single sign-on server, and so on. Pramod is saying, I'm a .NET developer right now. Can you please suggest which one is good for me? So if you are a .NET developer, then a developer, there is a developer certification. We don't do that, Pramod. So I would suggest you development. I don't remember the exact question top of my head, but we'll put it in the question answers. We'll send you a follow-up email where I'll cover these question answers, and we'll send an email for that. So if you're a developer, then there's a developer, another certification. Chandra is saying, if yes, how will the module mold or resume? No, okay, Chandra, I wouldn't suggest you to fake or mold or change your resume. What you should do is you should focus on the key things that employers look for. And most of the time when I review the CVs, and that's what we cover in the training program as one of the CV review, and how you can make your CV attractive. So I'm not saying fake anything, but focus on things that employer look for. And so you will be updating your CV based on each job requirement or job description that you get. So based on that, you read out the questions. You read out the requirement, and then on the first page, focus from that requirement what things you have done. Show them what you've done in past, what you can help, how you can help that customer based on what they're looking for. And then after that, after second page and third page, list the other things as well. So it's not faking or changing or molding. It's basically putting your CV in a nice way so that employers find it interesting to go through. Okay, Moin is saying my background is Oracle RAC DBA with 7 years of experience. Then first thing I would suggest you is a free session. I would say k21academy.com/34. I'll put it in the chat, and we'll send an email as well for you, Moin. So what this covers is that the Oracle database options, because it looks like you're an Oracle RAC DBA. So what are the database options for Oracle Cloud? Is like there are different Oracle database options. You can run it on Exadata on-premise. You can do Exadata Cloud at Customer. You can do virtual machine database system. You can run DB Cloud Service. You can do Exadata Cloud Service. You can do autonomous databases. All this is covered in the video. Have a look at that on screen, which I've shared with you. Okay. Murlidhar, I think you're seeing the screen. Okay. Anupam has left. Okay. So we'll continue with. Okay. Prabhakar is saying, being an Oracle Apps DBA, which is best to do AWS, Azure, or OCI? Prabhakar, it's a no-brainer. If an Oracle Apps DBA, do OCI. The reason being is I've done this. I think I forgot this number, but I've done a blog in past. Oracle has tools for Oracle DBAs and Apps DBAs. So for eBusiness Suite, there is a EBS Cloud Manager. So I think if you go and look at EBS Cloud, EBS Cloud 11, I forgot exact number, or 12. Yeah, I think 12, that will have details for you. So what are the roles and responsibilities of Prabhakar? This is for you, Oracle Apps DBA, who are working on Oracle eBusiness Suite. So that tells roles and responsibilities. And one of the new thing, which is EBS Cloud Manager for Oracle Apps DBA. So let me tell EBS Cloud Manager. Okay. Okay, we probably will be sharing, if you reach out to the contact team, they will send you some links around EBS Cloud Manager. That's what you should be working on, because eBusiness Suite has a packaged solution. Like for PeopleSoft, there's a PeopleSoft Cloud Manager. For eBusiness Suite, there is a eBusiness Suite Cloud Manager. Prem is saying, can I do both Azure and Oracle Cloud parallelly? Absolutely. That's what a lot of our students are doing. They are working on Oracle Cloud and they're learning Azure as well. So parallelly, if you see, there'll be a lot of common things you will see. Both has networks. In one, we call, in OCI, we call it Virtual Cloud Network, VCN, whereas in Azure, you call it VNet. Similarly, storage concepts are more or less same, terminology are different. So Prem, absolutely spot on. I like that as well. And that's what I do, learn things in parallel, because then You can also compare what's the difference between Oracle and Azure, how they are different or how they are similar as well. Absolutely, you can do both. Tej is saying, hey, Tej from London. Good to hear from Tej. I'm also from London. I'm based in Amersham, Buckinghamshire. So I'm here. So good to hear that you're from London. Do we have AZ-900 fundamental before AZ-103 administrator? Answer is yes. Fundamentals, we are going to tell AZ-900 as your fundamentals anyway. We are going to cover in the program for AZ-103. But yes, you're right. We are going to cover that. We were supposed to cover this in today's session. We'll cover that again for you. So correct, that's right. Okay. Devesh is saying, I'm an MCA student from IGNOU, 6th semester, but I'm unable to get internship or job to start my career as a fresher. What should I do from where I can complete Azure certification? We are going to talk about that Azure certification. You can look at, I think here, AZ-103, I think 11 if I'm not wrong. I need to see that on our blog, there'll be a lot of free content. Keep an eye on your inbox for this. Yep, so this is the starting point, 1-1. Devesh. Okay, Ajinkya is saying, on top of Azure offering, what Oracle provide in this case? On top of Oracle offering. So Oracle provide autonomous database, Ajinkya. So what you'll be having is, you'll be running analytics, for example, from Microsoft with databases from Oracle, which is autonomous databases. Okay. Makran, I've already covered your question. Saurabh is saying, for Azure administrator profile, is it necessary to learn PowerShell? Answer is no. I don't think, and I don't believe that. But what I'm going to do is, Saurabh, I'll engage our Azure expert, and I'll let you know. I'll check and I'll come back onto that for you, PowerShell. There's a lot of questions coming about PowerShell. I don't think, I'm not learning. I'm not learning PowerShell, but I'm still working on Azure administration. So I think probably DevOps, yes, but not for administration, but I'll check and come back to you on that. Okay, Prem, I've answered. Thanks, Prem. Please continue, Lucky. Devesh. Yes, Patanjali will send an email on when we reschedule this webinar, and we'll check first, go to webinar, what happened, what went wrong. You keep answering to take training. So what is the cost, etc.? James, we are going to cover that in the free masterclass we'll talk about. There is so actual prices, I think there's a early bird discount. I can tell you about it. I'll discuss about training program once we explain what we are going to cover. I don't want to like start before. So you need to understand what you're going to get on that, James. Okay. Lucky is saying, I'm a Teradata and NetZia admin with 5.5 years experience. What would you recommend for me? It's a good question. Lucky, I'm going to find out a little bit more about Teradata. I don't have much experience in Teradata. So let me review your profile or understand the skill set, and then I'll tell you what is the right for you. How much is the exam fee for Azure certification administration? Again, Anand, it's in the the presentation which I've unfortunately Amit was supposed to cover. We'll send an email on that for you. Keep an eye in box about that question about the fees. I think it's I don't have the exact numbers. I'll check and come back to you. AZ-103 exam guide does not mention any Oracle service. So is it necessary to learn them for a pure exam passing point of view? No, Ajinkya. Oracle and Azure are two different services. You don't need to learn Oracle in order to learn Azure or vice versa. It's basically when you go to the practical world, in that customers look for someone who has experience with more than one. If you know one, it's good, but if you know more than one, it's always helpful. But from an exam point of view, you don't need to know Oracle or vice versa. Prem, thank you very much. When can we get the next session? So Shanmugan Mani, we are going to check it with, my team is going to check with the support team of GoToWebinar what went wrong. Is it we need to increase limit because I think we exceeded more than 1,000, and so that could be the problem. We're going to work out with them most probably next Saturday same time, so maybe 9th around same time. Okay. Which cloud shall I choose with my below experience? Sorry, Moin, you need to tell me again full experience, what you're doing, because I'm getting a lot of questions. So you might have sent it earlier. So tell me what your background is, and then I'll tell you which cloud, which will be the better cloud for you to begin with. And as I said, you should always learn more than one cloud. Once you know one, then move on. Satvik is saying, can you please elaborate on compute, storage, networking component of Azure, and how does each one of fit into the whole Azure ecosystem? Satvik, that's exactly what we were supposed to cover in. When you build the machines, you will need a compute, but compute will need some storage assigned to it. It will need networking to connect to each other. So compute alone is not enough. With compute, which is nothing but a Linux machine or Windows machine, you need some storage so you can store the data. Then you need a networking to connect it to other systems. Then you need to run databases on top of that, or you need to install application on top of that. Then you need to configure identity and access management, security, or then you need to run applications. You need to configure high availability, disaster recovery, all these. So all these are tightly interrelated with each other. We were supposed to cover this, Satvik, unfortunately, because of the technical glitches, we couldn't. Sorry for that. Now, those who have joined late, what we were talking about was the training, which we couldn't, because I think there was a limit of 1,000 users. We hit that 1,000 users, so we were technically booted out a couple of times. So my team is checking with GoToMeeting or GoToWebinar team, and then we'll probably schedule it next week, again, same time. When can I join the course? So Prem, we'll talk about the course. Maybe keep an eye on inbox. There'll be early bird discount for 15 limited guys for those who register early. So the program is right now in beta. We are constantly refining that. But then there is an advantage of joining beta is that first is you pay slightly lesser, roughly around $200 less than anyone else, but those are only 15 seats. Second thing is then you will have direct access, and you will be the one who will be shaping more and say, oh, we want more and change. So you'll be closely working with me, Amit, and our other experts as well on this program. So if you're interested, drop an email to contact. Any one of you guys are interested to know more about course, drop an email to contact@K21academy.com and saying Azure course. We'll talk about that. And extremely sorry for this technical glitch that happened today. So it's contact@K21academy.com is the email ID. Prem is saying, thank you for answer. We'll join both so I can learn parallelly. Absolutely. Good with that. And again, if you want to see the testimonials, we have hundreds and hundreds of success stories, K21academy.com/testimonials. So let me go and show it to you. And these are the genuine guys who have gone through program in past testimonials. Let me share this with everyone as well. Okay, so these are the guys who have gone through the program, and these are their genuine LinkedIn profile, and these are just a handful of the guys who we have added. More to come here, and we have probably more than, as I said, hundreds and hundreds of success stories of the genuine guys who are actually benefited with this. So these things work. In a nutshell, this works, really works. I'm extremely happy to become an Oracle certified cloud architect. All the credit goes to K21 Academy, Atul, for detailed OCI Oracle Cloud Infra. This is for Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Architect certification. And what you can do is you can go to their LinkedIn profile and connect to them as well if you want, or you. So these are actual genuine guys who are working on Oracle Cloud. In this case, Oracle Cloud. Okay, let me read out more questions. 1 second, where's my questions gone? Ouch. Ouch, questions. Okay. Okay, Devesh, thank you. Nukesh is saying, any plans to launch AZ 300 and 301? I'll check that, Nukesh, what these are, 300 and 301. They might be changing to the new version. So I'll check that, Nukesh, and keep an eye on that. I'll let you know. What's the best way to practice for a free question exam? Makram, I'm not sure about it, but I'll come back to you on that best way to free practice on question exams. Okay. Chirag is saying, I'm a professional and working with Azure. I do have a good knowledge on it. What should I go for? should I go for 103 or a higher certification? So let me know what other certification you are interested or thinking of, Chirag. I think my suggestion to you would be begin with 1Z0, 103, and then go for the next solution architect as well. Kazi is saying training class schedule time. The schedule time for US CST is around 9 a.m. in the Saturdays. So every weekend, Saturday or Sunday, it will be 1 day per week, and it will be for roughly around 3 hours, anything ranging from 2 to 3 hours. And if for some reason, if you couldn't join, recording will be available. Like today, we are going to share a recording. Not today because we couldn't do it properly, but whenever we have this training happens again, free training happens again, we'll share the recording for you. Similar to that training, all the material will be on the portal. Also, you will get the replay of the session. And then on once a week, we'll meet, everyone will meet. And right now, you can't unmute yourself and ask questions, but in the actual training, you'll be asking questions, like interacting with each other, sharing your challenges, and discussing about real case studies or real problems. So timing will be probably around same time, US hours, CST morning, Kazi. Okay, I think I've answered pretty much what I can see right now here. I still see a lot of you guys, around 40 guys are still here, 45 to be frank, or to be exact. But if you have any questions, let me know. And if anyone is interested to know more about the course or join the wait list so that you get the early bird discount for joining the beta, drop an email to contact@k21academy.com. And anything you want to know about it, make sure you drop an email to contact@k21academy.com. We'll schedule it next week, but we'll get an email and notification with me so that you don't miss the free masterclass. We'll still add a lot of value. Let me show you what we were planning earlier to do. So I hope you can see my screen. So this is what we're going to come again. So what the Microsoft Azure is about, what is the revenue cloud market, but let me see the technical thing. Yeah, so what are the things for, or who this is for? If you're a system administrator, what things you should be knowing. If it's a network administrator, what things you should be doing. Again, we will be covering all this in the program. For DBAs, what you should be doing as a database administrator on this. Then migrating to cloud. For freshers, how or what things as a fresher or as a beginner you should be knowing with. Or for if you're architect, what all things you'll be learning in the program for architects. Then the architecture, typical architecture for deploying the applications on Azure cloud. This is the architecture look like. We'll talk about this architecture. Then the program, why you need to do, or why Azure for Oracle professionals. So if you're Oracle professional, as I said earlier, there's a OCI interconnect with Azure for customers. Currently it's in US and Canada, and soon it's coming in London, then Frankfurt, Germany, and then across other parts of the globe. So Federation, single sign-on. Then e-business suite deployment. Microsoft and Oracle have released a white paper on how you deploy e-business suite or PeopleSoft on Azure. Then what are the roles and responsibilities of Azure administrator? What they will be doing in terms of roles and responsibilities. Then what is a region, availability zone, and the basic concepts around things like fault domain, availability zone, and a region for Azure. Then what does actually a zone means? What is fault domain means? What does network, Azure network means? Like things like VNet, routes, peering, gateways, network security group, load balancers. Again, if you're coming from my OCI training, you probably will be, some things look familiar to you. The name might be slightly different. But if you are already working on cloud, you can pick up very quickly. If you're not working on cloud, we make it so simple in layman's term that you can pick up these things very easily and quickly. So VNet and or virtual cloud, all these from a networking point of view. Then load balancers in Azure, or how do you peer two different networks? In OCI, we call it as a VCN peering. Something similar in here, it's VNet peering in Azure. Similarly, connectivity, how do you connect from on-premise to cloud? Then from a network, what are the virtual machines, different type of virtual machines you have or machines that you work with? Then virtual machine or templates. What are ARM templates are? Someone is asking about Azure PowerShell. We'll talk about that as well. How do you do scalability, high availability, running multiple virtual machines for high availability, backup and recovery? Then Azure storage like blob, file storage. There are different type of storage: file storage, blob, queue, table backups. And then how do you access these storage, different type of storage? Then how do you do the backup from across regions, across different data centers? Then identity and access management, Active Directory, users, groups, multi-factor authentication. And we are going to cover all this in the program which I mentioned to you at end of this. Then how do you subscribe to the free Azure cloud account so that you can practice all this, what we are going to teach. So the certification path, we'll talk about the certification path. Someone is asking about 100, 103, and then there is a 300 and 301, which is architect. If you want to go direct, you can do that. My view is if you pick up from administration first, and then you pick up architect, it will be easy and quicker as well for you. Then job market, we'll talk about, someone is asking about what the job opportunities, where do I put? I picked up from different countries, US, UK, India. So Microsoft System Administrator, Azure Infrastructure Engineer, Azure Administrator. So these are some of the opportunities which are available. Now, how do you prepare CV? CV is important, like preparing CV is important, and we'll share the CVs. As a bonus, we do help in CV preparation based on the job requirement, based on the job which is coming. Then these are the things that should you be learning as an administrator. Then all about exam, what need, someone is asking about fees. Yeah, so it's like $165 or appropriate conversion in your country. Then this is where this is the roadmap which we talk about, 10-week roadmap about learning this. This is all we are going to talk about in the program, the course. So module 1 about Azure fundamentals, module 2 about administration, all about data centers, region, PowerShell. Someone is asking about PowerShell. We're going to cover that as a lesson 2. Then Azure Resource Manager, then virtual machines, different type of machines, very comprehensive, very extensive course. If you're part of my other programs, you know that how comprehensive we go. Azure storage, different type of storage, a lot to cover. Again, don't let this overwhelm you. We are going to make it so simple that you'll say, yeah, I've learned something, and learn with fun. Then virtual networking or traffic management or data protection. How do you secure the data? Azure Active Directory, again, very important. A lot of companies have Active Directory on-premise. They're moving to cloud. So Active Directory implementation on cloud. Then identities, then governance and compliance. And these are step-by-step activity guide we cover. Step-by-step, comprehensive step-by-step activity guide. How do you deploy the virtual machines? How do you configure the virtual machine? Implement storage, file sync, Microsoft SQL database, Azure DNS, Azure VNets, the peering and service chaining, load balance and traffic management, network watcher, Azure site recovery between regions, directory synchronization, identity protection, self-service password reset, role-based access control, governance and compliance. Now, again, you don't need to learn all this in one go. You have time, give yourself time. Don't let it overwhelm you, but learn it with fun. So as I said, no other company provides on-job support for next 1 year. So once you attend the program, you will have unlimited retake to learn, because we know that cloud keeps changing, or we don't learn everything in one attempt. We only get 50 to 60% grasp. Then you come back again on the next batch, or you watch the recording. And then on top of that, you get on-job support. So when you join the job and you've just done the training, but then you struggle because employers ask you for a lot of things. Oh, can you do this? Or we want to implement it in this way. So you need support, hand-holding. That's where this on-job support will come into picture. You get unlimited retake for next 1 year. You get live interactive sessions or activity guide and videos so you can learn at your own pace. You also have ticketing system and WhatsApp group. We can ask questions. And then recording for lifetime access, hands-on step-by-step program. And then the training is focused on 2 things, job and certification. Always. Whatever you've learned, then you should be able to implement on customer premises. 1 year on-job support, unlimited retake, live interactive session, lifetime access to the hands-on, and WhatsApp group. And we have hundreds and hundreds of guys in the program which you will come across based on our Oracle. So ticketing system, 4,000 plus community members. On that timing, someone was asking about CST. I think it's from PST 6 a.m. So I'm assuming 9 a.m. if I'm not wrong, PST, or 8:30 or something around that in CST. This is the timing every Sunday. Now, this is what people say about our support. So any one of you are interested, make sure there's a $200 off on that course. So I'm going to talk about, and yeah, so the actual fees is you pay 5 payment of 149 or 599. You just pay 599, but then there'll be a $200 discount, which will be for those who join early, and there'll be some bonuses as well on your way. So if anyone is interested, let my team know at contact@k21academy.com, and then we'll give you these bonuses as well. So drop an email to contact@k21academy.com, and team will give you not only $200 off, so you'll be paying $399, but only there are 15 seats and for this. With that, let me see if there's any questions which I have missed it, and then we'll up. Okay, I can see some questions, so let me pick up these questions. Okay. Kaji is saying, are you going to have another masterclass demo next week? Yes, Kaji, we're going to have that next week demo. But the offer we are saying it's for limited 15 guys, but we may not be having that if we snap up all the this. But we'll definitely have a session, maybe depending on maybe next week or week after that. But we'll notify you via the email. They have a job at home of Azure administrator. Makram, I'm not sure what is the question about. They have job at home of Azure administration. I'm not sure what is the question means. Okay, Nukesh is saying, can you go back to Azure certification path for Azure? Let me go back to you. Okay. So Nukesh, this is the certification path. Hold on. Again, we've removed a lot of, you can do different ways, but I've tried to simplify it. But if you have any specific questions, let me know. I think I'm on that. I'm picking up all the questions. I'll pick up all the questions. 1 second. Yeah, I think this is you're interested in. I'll pick up this question for you in a minute. Okay. Moin is saying, how online student get lab details for practice. So we'll share on the membership portal. You have the step-by-step activity guide. So let me show you if I'm logged in. I might not have access to Azure, but let me see if I can show you how does it going to look like. Okay, my login. Let me show it to you. How online student get left of daily practice. That's what I'm showing you to say here. So you will be given access to the cloud account, and so you'll be creating an account. We'll be giving you a step-by-step activity guide to create a cloud account, and using that you'll be then able to. Okay, hold on. My dash courses. So this is how the portal is going to look like. Again, I have many courses, but I'm giving one example from Oracle Cloud. Okay, so like that, you click, you will have a Azure course inside your portal, and you will have course for live session as well. So in this, assume this is for Microsoft Azure. No, it's a wrong choice. Let me go to other course. So I'm taking an example for DB to Cloud DB, just one course, one example for that. And live, they'll be live. So if you scroll down, so here you will have the presentations, and then you will have the videos. So like, for example, the video of database overview. And then these videos you'll be able to play. And so this is a roughly around 8 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes video. So 14 minutes video talking about all the database options on the cloud. Like that, there'll be all the remaining videos. And then on right-hand side, you go on to there'll be quizzes and there'll be FAQs. Now, in the next activity guide, there'll be activity guide. 1 second, if I go to module 2, there'll be activity guide for. So at the bottom, there'll be activity guide of each module. So once you download this activity guide, and then It's again comprehensive step-by-step activity guide. And then what you'll be doing is you'll be creating account. I'm giving you an example for Oracle, and next time maybe I'll show the Azure one. So you sign into cloud, and then you will be practicing using the step-by-step account. So for example, I've created an account called K21 Cloud POC. You log in to this, and you'll be doing same thing for Azure. You enter name and email address, and you get, or Azure, Microsoft will give you $200 to practice. That should be more than enough to do the hands-on. And then you will go and create, for example, create a compute. So, and this is all a trial account. Create an instance, and I'll then can go and create my compute instance or databases or a network or and so on. So this is where you go and say create. I've already created one. So those will be, I've created K21 EBS, e-business suite, or Linux machine, or upgrade, and so on. So I hope that answers your question, please. Okay, no, let me go back to. So this is how the portal is going to look like here. The program in modules and lessons. So let me pick up the question again. So Moin, I hope that answers your question. What is the free on-job support? Makram is saying, what is the free on-job support? So what happens is that once you go through the program, you start working for a customer. And when you work for a customer will have a lot of questions. Or when you're implementing that, after attending the training, we will anyway help you during the training. But after doing the training, you go and a customer site and you're doing some activity. And that activity you're struggling to do, or you don't know how to achieve that, or things have changed. And you need someone to say, hey, can you help me? Or can you go to the mentor or the trainer and say, hey, can you tell me now it's not working, or it's working but in a different way, or how do I do this, or I forgot, how did you tell me to do that? Can you tell me? So that's what is on-job support, Makram. So that's on-job support, free on-job support. You'll get it for 1 year. Prem is saying, when can I pay the fee? I'm very happy with your intentions. Thank you very much, Prem. Let me share this URL for you. If you're interested, you will get $200 discount. Let me see the coupon code. I think if I have the coupon code, my team usually does that. So it's only for 15 guys, as I said, a limited 15 guys at $200 off. After that, we'll increase the price of this. So currently it's $599, but we are giving $200 for first 15 guys. And with that, you will also get a quick start bootcamp for cloud beginners. So if you have never worked on cloud, we'll cover things like what is the history of the cloud, what are the backgrounds, SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, and what runs behind that all. Oracle offerings, Microsoft offering, Azure offering, AWS offerings, and so on as well. So I think AZ200. So URL is k20academy.com/AZ10303. So you go here and let me show you what you need to do. So you go to k20academy.com /AZ0. No, sorry. AZ10303. So where AZ103 is the certification number and 03 is just a number on top of that. And then you go this. So let me share this URL. Prem, I'm sharing the URL with you all. Okay, and then scroll down and then come down in the middle where one says $599 or $149 into 5, whatever you pick up. I think the offer, the discount is on $599 or $200 off. Click on this button here, enroll now. It will open up a new window, and here enter your name, email address, but under discount coupon code, enter number, one second, AZ200, AZ200, which is $200 off, and you click on apply. You will get that payment as $399, $200 off. Enter your name, email address, and the credit card, whether you can use credit card or PayPal, enter your card number, CVV number, and select on I agree to terms and conditions and register now. So once you register, it's a beta program, but you will have access to the practice guide. So you will start practicing, and you will have my support team, myself, and our what do you call, trainer as well to help you if you need any help on this certification. Okay, so that's about it, Prem. Let me read out more questions. Hold on, give me one moment, please. Kazi, I'm not sure if that installment option, I'm not sure my team handles that. Let me see if that install, I don't think the offer, discount offer is on the installment options. I'm not sure. Let me check that for you. I don't think they'll be off on that. So, but let me go back. Enroll now, which is the installment options. Might be. I'll double check with my team. But if I, yeah, no, there's no discount on the single payment. But you don't need to worry, guys. Everything is covered by a 100% money back guarantee. I forgot to tell you that, and read this very carefully. Everything is 100% money back guarantee. We give you 60 days to practice. And all you need to do is that make sure you do the hands-on. You're not going to get result if you don't work. So provided if you do all the hands-on and you attend the sessions which happen in next 60 days, and if you don't get the result, all you need to do is send us a screenshot saying that, hey, you have done the work and which you have done the hands-on that we have provided for you, and you have attended the sessions which were given to you live, and you still have not got the result, and within 60 days you come back and we'll do the full money back guarantee. Because we are confident if you do the work, you'll get the money back, or you will get the, not only do the certification, but you will learn a lot. And that's how the success of our student, that we are so proud of our quality, that we believe in what we say. And if we can't help you, we don't deserve your money. And that's why we are covered by 100% money back guarantee 60 days. So, but make sure you read out. Some guys do it just to get the money back, which is fair. I don't mind, but you need to do the work. So you need to send us a screenshot of that, that you've worked, and you've sent us a screenshot of showing the hands-on that you performed. So I'll share the refund policy as well. If anyone wants to look, we are very transparent in these way. And that's why the thousands of success stories that you see on the portal is all because of we believe in what we say. So you have 60 days from the date of the original purchase, as long as you show proof that you took action, watch the videos on the portal, attend a live session, and all the activity guide. So just send us a screenshot of those activity guide that you performed in 60 days if you're not happy. Okay, I hope that helps. Course fees is, I've mentioned Mohan, it's $599 because it's a beta program. We are launching this new, it's $399. It's a 10-week program, but it's a unlimited retake, and you have everything on the portal. Okay. Mohan is saying Azure solution architect is more in designing. That's right. James is saying, if I have a schedule conflict, if I have scheduled conflict for several sessions, how can be handled? So James, if you have, if you're part of other courses and it's overlapping with that, usually this session, that's why we kept it Saturday, Sunday. We don't have any sessions on Sunday as far as I remember. But if your sessions are conflicting with other sessions, then you know that you have access to the, you will be getting the recording. You watch the recording and then bring up your questions on the next week and so on. So you will be getting the recording as well. If pay now, can we start with the next session? Oh yeah, that's a very good question, James. If you are not ready to start on when the batch starts, you don't need to worry about. You will be, all you need to do is lock this price so that you still get in $399 if you're getting this, because as I said, it's beta. And and it's only for 15 guys. So you can lock the price by doing that, and you can attend not in this batch, maybe next batch. So you don't, or you can learn at your own pace from the recording and come up with the questions before or after the session, and we'll answer your questions. Prem is saying, done with payment. Welcome, congratulations, Prem. Thank you very much. And what will happen is you will get an email with the login window. And as I said, this is a program in a beta. We are still adding more and more content, but you should have first few activity guide done by my team. So you will get on how to step-by-step guide on how to register for Azure Cloud so that you can practice. There are some other guys have already paid as well. So big congratulations for those who have paid. You will get $200 off. On top of that, you will get a boot camp, which is about start your journey to the cloud. With that, you will also get any other bonuses which we add, which we are going to add some more bonuses which will help to learn to the next level. So you will get all those free Prem. So big congratulations. You will also be getting a link on WhatsApp group of WhatsApp. So make sure you join that WhatsApp group, and so that you can ask questions directly with me. You don't need to go via our ticketing system, though you have access to the ticketing system, and someone will give you the call in next 48 hours or 72 hours to make sure that you got everything, and you will be walked through the portal, so you don't need to worry. Big congratulations, Prem. You're saying got the discount. Thank you very much. Good job. EST time zone for live session. Let me find out the EST time zone. So let me see the time zone. Okay, 1 second. So PST is, hold on, 6 a.m. PST. So EST, PST to AST conversion. 1 second. PST to EST. 6 a.m. PST to EST. Let me see if someone can tell me before that. 9 a.m. So it will be 9 a.m. EST time. And let's see CXT for you. Someone was asking about CST. So 8 a.m. CST, 9 p.m. EST, and 6 a.m. Sorry, no, I misplaced it. I did it wrong. Hold on 1 second. So it's 6 a.m. PST, 9 a.m. EST, and 8 a.m. CST. Mohan. Nukesh is saying, is Azure fundamental certification included in Azure administration exam? We are giving for limited time. That is bonus going to come. So Prem has already registered, and I think Harpreet have already registered as well, and Sanjay is already registered, and John has already registered. 4 of you guys, those who have registered right now, you will get that Azure certification 900 as well, part of that. So Nukesh, if you decide to join, that was we were planning to add in future. But we'll give you that Azure administration 900 as well. Okay. Okay, I think I've answered question. There was one question for certificate. Oh, someone was asking about, I forgot. Someone was asking about the road, what do you call? Hold on. About, I again forgot, about the roadmap, certification roadmap, who that question was from. Come on. Sorry for that. Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot. Can you leave a comment question now? Someone was asking about the certification. There are a lot of questions still done. I forgot who this question was from. I said I'll go back. Nukesh, yeah. Nukesh, can you please let me know your question now? Okay, I think you may mention. Yeah, so Azure Fundamentals, yes, we'll be including it. Okay, I think that's what your question. From Azure Fundamental, you're going from 100, 103. Yes, so we are going to include fundamentals, yes, in exam. Okay, I think that answers your question. Let me know if you have any other question. We still have around 40 of you guys here, and I'll be here on few situations. I'll be here for a few more minutes. So James is saying, do you cover application for non-cloud situation? Give me an example, please. Give me an example, James. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you cover application for non-cloud situations integration? You mean how do you integrate with on-premise applications? Is that what the question is? And if you tell me the situations, we can cover that. That's not a problem. On-premise integration, and that's where you Java-based and non-cloud, yes, on-premise, yes. So it can be done, but if you have typical use case, you can come up with a use case, and then we'll point you to, or trainer will guide you on that particular thing. That's quite common. Of course, when you're moving to cloud, you have to know how you're going to hook in with on-premise. So to give an example, Oracle e-business suite, when it goes to cloud, your printers are still on-premise. Your SOA, which is service-oriented architecture, or your identity and access management. Some companies don't move identity and access management to cloud yet. They keep identity management on-premise, but their applications have moved to cloud. So how do those applications talk to the on-premise? Those things will absolutely will guide you on that. Okay. Um, Nukesh is saying, who is going to do the pre-recorded video for self-learning? Is it you, Atul, or someone else? It will be, initially, it will be live sessions recording, but I'm going to do that. Absolutely, yes. I'm not sure, Nukesh, are you part of our other trainings? Because once someone attends my sessions, they recording, yeah, it will be done by me or Amit, one of us. But it will be done professionally. Don't worry about quality. You don't need to worry, Nukesh, or anyone. Quality is my guarantee, and that's why we have 100% money back guarantee. If you don't enjoy, if you don't think it's worth, just do the hands-on and send us the proof. In next 60 days, we'll refund the money. We don't deserve that. So quality, you don't need to worry about it. Mohan is saying, for Azure administration, we need minimum 3 certification. No. For Azure administration, you need only one, which is AZ-103. It's good to have Azure 900 basic fundamentals, and it's very quick to learn and pick up. We'll guide you on 900. You don't need 3 certifications. If you're going for Architect AZ-301, then yes. Okay. James, so our bus with rest. Exactly. So I think, James, you've read my mind. Yes, we will guide you on how to integrate cloud with on-premise with SOA and other things here. M. Sharma is saying, I'm working as a senior network administrative engineer for over 5+ years of experience, mainly Cisco focused. Is there anything on cloud for my profile benefit or having an add-on to switch role? M. Sharma, I think I don't have presentation in front of me, but the Cisco checkpoint or Palo Alto or any other firewall are moving to cloud. So Cisco, I think, yeah, you're saying from Cisco background, yeah. So Cisco has an on-premise solution like that. They have a Cisco checkpoint which we are running for customers. So Cisco checkpoint running on Oracle Cloud, Cisco checkpoint running on Azure Cloud. So this is one part of the network where you have a as a device that runs on top of Oracle or Azure Cloud as a checkpoint. So anything as an intrusion detection system, as a firewall on top of existing firewall that comes with Microsoft Azure or existing firewall that comes with Oracle Cloud. On top of that, customers prefer to have their own firewall like Cisco checkpoint or Palo Alto firewall, or there are other solutions as well. So yes, there's a big role. And apart from that, you will also be doing networking, network administration role. What you were doing on-premise, you're going to do on cloud. So things like doing the network security group, firewalls, setting up the VNets, doing integration with on-premise like your Fast Connect, VPN connections, or connecting one region with another region, connecting Microsoft with Oracle Cloud and so on. So there's a lot of work for network administrator, and you should start learning that sooner or than later. Okay, so Moin is saying, okay, I understand your Moin. So again, yes, there's a path. You first do fundamentals, then you go administration, and then you go architect if you want to go into architect role. 500, okay. Oh, 500 is for, no, okay, 500 is for security associate. If you're doing security, then do 500. I wouldn't recommend you to begin with 500. I would go with 103 and then go for 300 or 300, AZ 300. So 103 and 300, that's mine. We're just saying I'm currently working on Oracle apps, Oracle functional support project, which is 11i. Can you guide me how this will help? Okay, so Vijay, if you're working on functional, these are slightly different things. It's not a functional in, so either you go for functional financials or anything what you're doing instead of support, you go for functional Fusion applications SaaS. So we don't do that Fusion applications. We don't do the functional trainings. But if you're working on functional as a functional support administrator, my session to you would be go for, I'm not sure. Tell me a little bit more about Vijay. Are you saying you're working as a technical support in 11i, or are you working as a functional support in 11i? If it's a functional support, go for software as a service Fusion financials. If you're working as a technical support, then go for this, then it will be helpful, because all these things what you're doing here, those things will go onto the Azure Cloud or Oracle Cloud and Oracle better. Okay, Moin, thanks. James, thanks. Have to drop signed up. Many may not be able to start first session. Within 1 year, I'll retake when I start. Don't worry, yeah. James, congratulations. Thanks. I can see the payment for you. Big congratulations. So that, yeah. So your 1 year is, you let us know when you start. Your 1 year will start from that time. So you don't need to worry about it. Great. Okay. Cover express routing, AD, Azure Connect routing. Yes, absolutely. So James is saying, yeah, we cover express routing, Azure Connect, etc. How do you use them? Again, for networking point of view, M Sharma for you. AD, Azure Connect, express routing, everything. Moin is saying, for AZ-300 certification, the training you're providing is enough, or we have to join architect class? Right now, I've not looked at AZ-300. I need to see where the gap is. So I won't be able to comment at this minute right now, Moin, but I can check it to you. Don't worry, ask as many questions as you want. It should be fairly easy to pick up architect once you go through, this administration 103. But I can check you if there's any gap. We'll tell you about it. You should be able to pick up on your own, Moin, once you go through 100, 103. Okay, Mohan is saying, as a network person, can you please tell me the path? Okay, good things. So again, there'll be no one single path like I'm a network administrator, but for a network admin point of view, Mohan, what things you should be doing? Let me show it to you. Okay, so let me go back. So if you see, storage, yeah, networking. So things like you need to understand what is a network. So DNS, domain name server, network security group, virtual network and subnet. Then Azure load balancers, backend pools for load balancers, VNet and gateways, inter-site connectivity, VNet. How do you peer the different networks with VNet? VNet to VNet connections, site-to-site connections, expert route handling, and then hands-on lab for that. So this is one part, Mohan, for you. And then on top of that, as I said, you have other routing as well. Okay, I think that I've covered. I'll have one more or few more minutes to see if there's no more questions. But I hope you've got value. There is still 30 of you are still here. So let me know if you have any questions. When can we get started with the training and login procedure? Prain, WhatsApp group. You can start learning immediately. I think training, I'll check back when is the exact date. But you start practicing, you will get the material on the portal. You also now part of the program. So there's a WhatsApp group link. Ask questions. My team will start helping as quickly as tomorrow. It's late for them Sunday evening. They will come back tomorrow. Akash, who will be the managing it for you, he will come back and help you with any journey and certifications and questions. So you can start as early as tomorrow. Is fundamentals certification prerequisite? I don't think it's a prerequisite. I'll check back, as when I did it, it's not, but I'll check and come back to you, Nukesh. But I'll check and come back to you, but we'll cover, if it's required, we'll cover that. We are giving that as a bonus for now, for limited time. Any plans for launch AZ-300? Maybe we'll do probably around May or June time, we might launch Azure 300. But again, we want to focus on this first, make it perfect, make it everyone happy about it. Okay, great. Let's close. As if you still have any doubts, you drop an email to contact@k21academy.com. I think 4 or 5 guys have already joined. I don't know the exact number, but big congratulations for those who have joined. We have total 15 seats. And if you have any questions, drop an email to contact@k21academy.com. Yeah, contact@k21academy.com. If you're interested, keep an eye on this, k21academy.com/AZ10303. That offer is only for 15 guys. I think 4 or 5 are already gone. We'll only be keeping it for another one, and before we increase the price. More than happy. We'll send an invite for next time when it happens again. Extremely sorry for today. For missing this, for the technical glitch. Never happened with us. Maybe we hit more than 1,000. There's a huge demand, it looks like, in Azure. Keep looking at your inbox. We'll share more content, and we'll also send you when that session happens again. Take care and bye for now.